The music was louder the next weekend, louder than usual, as if he was trying to drown something deeper than sound. David stood on the elevated VIP platform, bottle in hand, while his friends sprayed champagne into the crowd. Flashing lights cut through smoke. Women danced. Phones recorded everything. "King David," Tun shouted, throwing an arm around him. "Untouchable." David smirked, but the word lingered. Untouchable. If only that were true. By 2:45 a.m., his head was spinning. Drugs had mixed with alcohol, blurring the edges of reality. He stumbled into the restroom, splashed water on his face, stared at his reflection. For a second, he didn't recognize himself. Dark circles under his eyes, a tension in his jaw that never used to be there. "You're fine," he muttered. "You're in control." But control slipped away the moment he fell asleep hours later. This time, the dream was not bright. It was dark, heavy. He stood in a narrow corridor made of stone. The air felt cold, damp. He tried to move forward, but chains wrapped around his wrists. Metal clanged. He looked down. The chains were tight, cutting into his skin. Voices echoed around him. Familiar voices. Tund laughing. Women whispering. Friends cheering. But none of them were chained. They were walking freely past him. He shouted, "Wait!" They didn't turn. A shadow appeared at the end of the corridor. The same voice spoke again. "Stop running." The chains tightened. "You are not free." He woke up screaming. His chest heaved. His heart pounded so hard it hurt. The clock on the wall read 3:17 a.m. Again. He sat upright in the darkness. "This is stupid," he whispered. "It's just dreams." But his hands were shaking. He got up, poured whiskey into a glass, and swallowed it in one motion. By morning, he had convinced himself it meant nothing. Later that day, he met his friends at a luxury rooftop bar. "You look terrible," Tun said. "Didn't sleep. Too many girls?" Something like that. They laughed, but David's laugh came late. As the evening went on, he grew quieter. One of the guys leaned closer. "Your father still preaching about righteousness?" "Always," David replied. "You should bring him here one day," someone joked. "Let him cast demons out of us." More laughter. David forced a smile, but inside, something felt off. That night, his father knocked on his penthouse door unexpectedly. David opened it, surprised. "Dad? May I come in?" Reluctantly, he stepped aside. The older man walked slowly through the living room, eyes taking in the empty bottles on the counter. "Are you happy?" his father asked quietly. David scoffed. "Is this an intervention?" "It's a question." "Yes," David snapped. "I'm happy." His father turned to face him fully. "Then why does your spirit look tired?" Silence. David felt irritation rising. "Stop analyzing me like I'm a sermon illustration." The older man's voice grew firm. "I saw you in prayer." David froze. "What?" "I saw you standing in a place of light, preaching, power flowing through you." David's throat tightened. "It was just a dream," his father continued, "but it felt like God reminding me of what he said when you were born." David's temper flared. "Enough!" His voice echoed through the penthouse. "I'm not a prophet. I'm not a pastor. I don't want it." His father's eyes glistened. "You don't choose the call. Watch me." He walked to the door and opened it. "Please leave." The older man hesitated. "Son, leave." When the door shut, David leaned against it, breathing hard. The chains from the dream flashed in his mind. "You are not free." He pushed the thought away and grabbed his phone. Tonight, he texted the group chat. "We party harder." If he was going to silence this voice, he would drown it completely. He didn't know the third dream would not whisper. It would warn, and it would not be gentle.
If this story moved you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video so more people can hear it. Subscribe for more powerful faith stories like this. See you in the next part.